Hey everyone, we're brightening things up today with the After Dark eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. And I love the packaging on this. Obviously, the lavender holographic iridescent look. Have on several of the shades in here today. This is a bright palette. It is all metallics. There are a couple of duochromes in here, but it is all bright metallics. This line here is not too crazy, so I've got several of the colors on from that line. This reminds me a lot of the Moondust palette in that it's a lot of bright colors and they're all glittery. This one is less glitter and more of a satiny shimmer metallic, just straight metallic. Let me swatch these colors for you. This first line here, or this bottom line, Alter, Scene, Supersonic, and Sinful. This one is so pretty. Look at that. It's duochrome. And then the last color on that line is called Off Duty, right there. And then we have Druggy, Backfire, Lounge, and Fringe. And the last color is called Paralyzed. Those are right there. So a lot of really pretty deep intensity colors. Super pigment on these, obviously. Super smooth, all of them equally smooth, all of them easy to blend because they are so smooth. They have that creaminess that a lot of metallic eyeshadows have that make them sort of sit on your eye nicely. They're not powdery and they adhere to your eye very well. This does come with the nicest brush yet, or the prettiest brush yet in a palette. It's a double-ended brush, has a little tiny one on this end and then a sort of a liner brush on this end. But look at the clear purple in the middle. Love that. Do something like that with every palette, please, Urban Decay. And it does have a nice big mirror in the front. So here's what I did with this today. So taking the color Supersonic, which is a burgundy metallic, I'm going to put that in my crease. And I already know it's going to be quite bright and crazy. So I know that I'm going to go back here in a minute and tone it down with another color from the palette. Now I'm going to take a smaller crease brush and go into the color called Off Duty, which is a dark bronze metallic, and tone down that crease, the hotness of that crease a little bit. I'm putting it mainly in the very inner crease and then blending it up once I've cleaned my brush off a little bit. This Off Duty is a real good color in this palette. It's not a crazy color. It's actually a wearable, semi-normal bronze color. Okay, I'm putting the color called Scene on my lid. It is a duochrome peach. Peach to gold, pinky peach to gold. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Metallic, metallic. This one's kind of sheer, so you kind of have to dab it on and pat it on. These are all nice, creamy metallics. They have that creaminess to them that make them really sort of cling to your skin. Okay, now I'm going to put the color called Lounge as my corner here. It's a shifty color, this one. Looks dark brown in the pan, or no, looks dark green in the pan. It's a dark brown plum background and then it shifts to dark green. Very, very pretty color. Now I'm just dabbing on a little bit of a gold highlighter from my Huda Beauty textured eyeshadows set because this After Dark one doesn't really have a highlighter per se, and it has a really bright gold. But I think it's a little too bright for a highlighter. Okay, nice palette if you like duochromy stuff, if you like metallics, if you like shimmers, and if you like bright colors. I don't see myself wearing this all that often, to tell you the truth, because it has a lot of brights in it. It has a lot of brights. It has a bright purple, bright turquoise, you know, bright blue, and then some of these are just kind of hard to wear. This one, I don't know. It's a really warm burgundy. If you have the Moondust, I feel like if you have the Moondust palette, you have something that's very similar looking to this. I don't know. So may not be sort of a real useful palette for people that like sort of more, you know, toned down looks. I do like the quality of the shadows, and I do, of course, love the purple packaging. Okay, so what I wanted to show you guys, NYX has come out with some super cool new highlighters. They have liquid highlighters and they have sort of potted, dry, pressed highlighters. So I went into NYX today. I picked up 2 of the liquid highlighters. I have 1 of them on right now, and they're just fantastic. All I have today are the liquid versions because the Ulta I went to was pretty much sold out of the powder versions. I'm going to have to do some searching and some hunting tomorrow. Here are the 2 liquid versions I got. Now, I was loath to pick these up. I did not even, first time I saw these in the store, didn't even try them on because I have so much problems with liquid highlighters dissolving my makeup that's underneath them. These do not do that. Shocking, I know. What is shocking about these is that you put them on and you think, okay, they're streaky, they're thin, they're not going to work out. Then when you start to blend them with your finger, pow, they kind of explode and they get super creamy looking and more brilliant and more metallic as you rub them in. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. So the 2 colors I got, and these are called Away We Glow liquid highlighters from NYX. The first color I got is called Liquid Prism. That's this whiter one here, and this one down here is called Moonbeam. Moonbeam is very deceptive. It doesn't look anything like that on. I have Moonbeam on right now. Let me show you what I mean by how they explode and they activate when you touch them. This is the Moonbeam color. So it is more of an icy champagne. So if you look at it, it looks peach, does it not? So I put it on my hand. Still looks peach, right? And I start rubbing it in, and you see how it just kind of pow explodes into a super high shine metallic highlighter. Now it is not all that peach. It is more of a champagne once you get it on and in place. And it does not disturb my makeup underneath. It becomes quite creamy instead of sheer or liquidy or watery. Becomes very creamy. I think you need to grab some of these. Even if you're not a fan of liquid highlighters, they do such an amazing job that they're not like other liquid highlighters. Okay, this is the Liquid Prism one. Right there. Put it on and you start rubbing it. And it becomes very metallic-y very quick. This is a little sheerer and a little less intense. It has a pink cast to it rather than a peach or a champagne. It almost has a little bit of a lavender to it. These are really, really pretty. I can't wait to get a hold of a couple of the powder versions. They are super duochrome. They're very beautiful. Some of them are a little too outrageous for my skin tone. There's a bright lavender one. There's a bright blue one. I don't know what to do with those really because I'm not that brave. But I'm going to try to pick up a couple of those tomorrow, and I'll be showing you those as soon as I get them. So until then, I'll see you later, and happy make-upping, everyone.